Hey guys, here we are with another episode of The X-Files Season 1, Episode 17, and it is pre-recorded, so if it looks a little different, that's why. But anyway, in the last episode, I love episodes where we get a little bit of a piece of their backstory, and a little bit of their history and what kind of makes them who they are. So we got a little bit of Mulder's backstory and a little bit of his past. We actually have quite a bit of his past. We only get like a smidgen of what's her face's past? Scully. We get a smidge of Scully's past, but yeah, I'm glad that we got that about her. And it was where her ex was, it had to do with the criminal, a bank robber, Scully and her ex, who was an FBI agent. They stopped the robbery, but not before the guy, her ex, got shot by the bank robber. They both like went into like a life or death situation. The robber, basically his spirit kind of like went into the ex's body and did some like not good things because it wasn't really him. There was like a piece of him, I think, that was like left because I think they technically shared the body, but the bank robber like was majority of it, like in control. But yeah, it was a very good episode. But yeah. Anyway, if you want to check out this episode completely unedited or get early access for the next ones, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. If you hear screaming like that, would you go running towards it? I mean, maybe I would, because I'm dumb like that.
Going back to your ward. There's nothing you can do for your friend now.
What?
John Barnett is dead.
No, I heard him screaming.
Uh-oh.
I said John Barnett is dead. You understand? Go on, Crandall. Get out of here. There's nothing more to see here.
Ooh.
You understand?
Freaky. Oh, was he blind? Maybe that's what it was. Like maybe it's a handicap ward in the prison.
Telling you, Mulder, this is going to blow your mind.
Is the guy supposed to be dead?
What is it?
Wait a second.
You see what I called you?
Damn it, Reggie, that's Barnett.
Yeah, but it can't be.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Barnett?
The ascenders and descenders are heavier.
Could it have been traced over an old note of Barnett's?
Could be, but it's a damn good job if it is.
Thanks, Ederson. I owe you one.
Could you imagine? Like being able to do that? I mean, I know I learned like some of that in college because that's what my degree's in. Not handwriting or whatever, but law enforcement. So that's pretty crazy.
Barnett had a lot of time on his hands while he was in prison. Maybe he planned it with someone on the outside.
Revenge from the grave, that'd be a neat trick.
He planned to get you, didn't he?
Oh.
I was just down talking to Agent Purdue.
Yeah, did he show you the videotape?
Yes. Her eye color. The suit matches her eye color. Damn, look at that field. God, so dirty. They're so muddy. He's just holding the note out like that. So that doctor probably was in on his death or whatever. That was probably like all his plan. Ooh. He was that close to him and didn't see him?
Left what little he had to another prisoner, a Joe Crandall, and instructions for his body to be cremated. His will was executed
Of course.
6 months after his death, and this document states that his ashes were spread along a bank of the Delaware River.
Describe for the court, if you would,
He
Agent
is
Mulder,
scary looking.
what happened when you finally caught John Barnett?
No, it's against FBI regulations to unnecessarily endanger the life of a hostage. And I thought that with no means of escape, Barnett would give up.
But what happened instead?
He shot the hostage.
The suspect, John Barnett, fired his weapon point blank at his hostage.
He told me Johnny was dead, but I knew it was a lie. Put a knife right up under my chin just for asking.
How could you tell Barnett wasn't dead?
He was blinking.
I saw him looking at me. I saw him blink. I'll never forget those eyes.
I wonder how his eye color changed.
I'm not gonna hang around and wait for Barnett to send me another Valentine.
You mean the ghost of John Barnett?
He's not dead.
I didn't know you believed in ghosts, Scully.
I don't think he's dead. I don't know what's up with his eye color, but I don't think he's dead.
Hello?
Oh no. This guy's gonna get got.
Yeah.
Reggie, it's Mulder. Reggie, you there? Hey, Reggie!
Reggie, what's going on? Are you there? What the hell's going on, Reggie?
Ooh.
Reggie! What happened?
Yeah,
hey, Reggie!
but he left no fingerprints too.
I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking how different things would have been if I would have taken that shot at Barnett when I had it.
Mulder, we're still
not
not
your
100% sure that this is him.
You know what occurred to me? You never got any prints off those notes.
Yeah.
If this guy was wearing a glove on his pen hand, note wouldn't be smeared like it is.
Some bridge area patients make it to early adulthood, but others become terminal at age 7 or 8.
What's the cause of death?
Clinically, it's cardiac or cerebral vascular disease, but actually, these poor kids die of old age. Initially, some of his lab work was promising, but then things got out of control. He wanted to begin human trials
Ooh.
Why wasn't he allowed to?
because he hadn't met the criteria. Do you know what they called Joe Ridley behind his back?
What?
Dr. Mengele.
I was gonna say something about Frankenstein or something.
So how did Dr. Ridley eventually lose his medical license?
He went ahead with the human trials, secretly,
Oh.
on an outpatient.
But got
basis.
caught. Oh, he is there. Is Mulder gonna be at the door though?
Who is it?
Dr. Joe Ridley.
What? Is she just gonna let him in?
If you're really Dr. Joseph Ridley, where have you been for the past 5 years?
I originally continued my research in Mexico.
Well, his eyes are
but
like
for
that,
the last 3
too.
years, I spent my time in Central America. Myelin being the material that prohibits you or I from, say, regenerating a new hand if we were to have ours cut off.
Oh.
You were able to grow John Barnett a new hand?
Not exactly. Not a human hand, anyway.
What kind
You
of
can never
hand
get
is
the
it?
cells to divide or behave properly. By taking samples of what we call cell morphogens from an amputated salamander arm and applying them to the back of the creature, they were able to grow a new limb on a completely different part of the body. I'm an outcast in the medical community. I was called Dr. Mengele, Dr. Frankenstein, but I didn't care.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Because you knew that if your theories panned out,
the man who owns the Fountain of Youth controls the world. When the AMA censured me, certain sponsors came out of the woodwork. One of them was the U.S. government.
Wow.
They financed your
Not
research?
shocked.
You might be more surprised to learn just how high up the ladder this dirty little secret goes.
He holds all the cards.
Shit. Of course he does.
You're aware that this freak of science you're negotiating with is a murderer.
The information he has
Could save lives.
could change the course of mankind. Consider the options.
Last night before Dr. Ridley arrived, I could have sworn there was someone in my apartment, but when
Yep.
Ridley knocked, I thought I'd mistaken the noise for him.
Scully,
This morning, I took this down to Prince before I came here. John Barnett's left index oblique is on the underside of this unit.
Nice.
Mulder.
Who's gonna stop me, huh? Man, this is the land of the free.
Plays a good creepy dude.
Bye.
We don't want any shots fired if we can help it. We want to take Barnett alive.
Yeah, but if you take him alive, he's not going to end up staying in prison. Because he's going to be able to do a deal. I wonder if he's going to get the same opportunity to shoot him. Oh, shit. Uh-oh.
Back off! How about it, Mulder? Just like old times, huh? Huh?
Oh. Oh, good. She's wearing her vest. He's gonna end up dying.
How you feeling?
Somebody kicked me in the ribs. Mulder, I know what you did wasn't by the book.
True.
Tells you a lot about the book, doesn't it?
That is so freaky looking.
Come on!
If he didn't destroy it, chances are that somehow, someday, somebody will find it.
And when they do, maybe he didn't get his revenge from beyond the grave, but somehow I feel like we haven't heard the last from John Barnett.
That was a good episode. Oh. These episodes right now. Like, they're giving more of a backstory to mainly Mulder. There's like a little bit of Scully's backstory in some of these episodes, but I feel like it's mainly like we're getting a little bit of Mulder's backstory, which completely makes sense. Especially for like a season 1, because we're really trying to learn about him and about like his unit and everything. So yeah, but I feel like we're going to especially get to know more of Scully's background later on. So I can't wait till we get to that point too. But all right. And if you will for me, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode.